Anyway, hey fam, how y'all doing? My name is Franklin and welcome to Orgaysis. Today we're playing Minotaur Hotel. Where are we? Hi Asterion, what we doing? It's been a minute. Oh, we still gotta do your eye, girl. We still gotta fill in that other eye. But let's see where we left off at. It may surprise you, but I only learned to cook I learned how to cook, how to measure ingredients, read recipes, season food just a few centuries ago. Okay, I think I'm gonna reread it. It may surprise you, but I only learned to cook, how to measure ingredients, read recipes, season food just a few centuries ago. It's a list. It's a list. No one taught me how back in Crete. And when I was in the labyrinth, I didn't have much to cook with. Father would send food shipments. So, like rations. No matter. It is improper of me to unload something like that on anyone, let alone masters. Stop it. Stop it. Stop calling me master. Happier subjects abound. The Minotaur turns back and picks out a bottle of wine. It is different from the previous bottles you found. It has a minimalistic label and a more modern shape. Asterion gives you a quick, pensive glance before opening the bottle and taking a long swig from it. How do you talk about... Oh, what do you talk about next? What did you do for fun? What was life like in Crete? What are your favorite foods? And what's your favorite memory? Oh, girl, wait. I saw food. It's about food first. My favorite food. Master should not worry about that. I eat the leftovers. Anything will do for me, girl. No. What is your favorite food? We're here to talk about it. And it's not like I can die from starvation. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter. It's about what you enjoy eating. That's what I asked you. But surely there are things you prefer. Oh, wait, that's me. But surely there are things you prefer. Or foods you won't eat. Any allergies? Well, if Master truly wishes to know, I don't. I'd rather not eat beef. And I have not for thousands of years now. It would be cannibalism. You've been tortured. They didn't do that to you. I'm glad, but damn. I hope the next man don't do that to you. So it's usually poultry and fish for me, or... Well, I did hunt wild goats with my brothers back in Crete. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite foods by far. Ooh, okay, we get you some goat, girl. We get you some goat. I did not. I didn't get to eat meat often as a child. It was a luxury of sorts, and the shipments to the labyrinth rarely had any. It would not rot. Oh, it would rot on the way, so they didn't even try. Goat aside, for the longest time, oats were the best I could get. Even today, I have a liking for porridge. Make you some oatmeal. Make you some oatmeal, fam. I want some cinnamon, some little apple slices. We'll hook it up. Some blueberries, girl. And I have a sweet tooth. I always liked fruits and honey, even as a kid. But back in 1940, there were so many options. Master John Marie insisted from the start of his mandate that we needed French pastries daily. Okay. Traditional baguettes, croissants, and pain au chocolat for breakfast with jam. Macarons every Sunday and tarts after lunch. Okay. Okay, John Marie. I still don't like your ass either, but I don't mind a sweet breakfast. Making the traditional baguettes is no simple matter. I spent many months trying to make a single one which pleased his palate. He allowed me to eat the leftovers every once in a while. Just the thought makes me salivate. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that, like, not a lot of humans know about the mythical beings. So I'm just like, honey, we already doing racism without y'all. If we added y'all to the thing, they would just find a way to snatch y'all up too. So he doesn't finish the thought. Asterion keeps his eyes fixed on you, his ears and tail flicking lazily. Is there anything else? Asterion, okay. Is there anything else you wish to know, Master? You need only ask. What do you talk about next? Let's see. Let me see every time I do it, so I stay on it. What do you do for fun? Create memory. Okay, let's go for fun. So I'm curious, before Master Kamar came along, what did you do for fun here? For fun? I suppose I've had a number of leisure activities over the ages, ever since the hotel was built, at least. I didn't always have the means, but I've been an avid reader for a while. I should get back into reading. I haven't been on Wattson in a while. I get back on Wattson. There's too much stuff happening for you to not binge that content. But anyway, mind you, I come from a long before the printing press. Time. I come from a time long before the printing press. I learned to read the Cretan language from my brothers by writing and reading letters in the sand. Okay. There was no paper during those times. The stories were recited from memory. Word of mouth, I got you. Even today, the hotel can't manifest books. We still depend on receiving shipments from the outside world. Oh. But when the masters saw fit to gift me some, I always enjoyed reading material. Poetry mainly. But how can I put it? I am curious about how the world outside is doing. I can never see it for myself, but when I read the stories, I can imagine. I often wondered how different reality is from what I have imagined and how much it has changed. Master Jean Marie insisted I read The Hunchback of Notre Dame. He even showed me a few drawings of the cathedral, which he drew himself from memory. Okay. But I do wonder, what must it feel like to be there? How haunting must it be? Haunting? I've never been in a church. I died long before Christ, but the guests have told me all about them. Okay. Stained glass windows, tall, mighty pillars, the arches. One's voice echoes all the way to the entrance, and the wooden benches. I wonder what Notre Dame in Paris must look like today. What it must feel like to walk along through it, seeing all the statues of the apostles. Sometimes I'd even dream about what I was reading. That was a mercy like no other. Oh, okay. There are very few things better than a good book. Although that hardly counts as my main pastime. Oh, okay. Since books have always been so scarce, my lyre has been my dear friend for centuries now. Master can guess that I must be awfully rusty after all those years locked away. Rust could be cleaned off on you. Still, as soon as I brushed up on my skills and tuned it, it would be a pleasure to play it for my master. We're gonna have a whole service. As I said, is this the lyre playing in the music right now? I don't know, might be piano, I don't know. As I said, I also enjoyed spending time with the guests. Who doesn't like being around friends? Oh, who doesn't like being around friends? Okay. But I suppose for me it's different. It makes me feel normal as a Minotaur can be, which isn't much. I didn't always tell them about my past. The master is entitled to know, of course, and a few of them were informed, but only those I chose. More often than not, I didn't I didn't want them to know. Goodness, my brain, I'm sorry, this I've been messing up the whole video, okay. It only got in the way. It was already difficult enough making friends, and it opened a series of questions I'd rather not answer every day. Understandable. It's starting on by the slip in size. I think I'm gonna pause here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for like tripping over my words a lot this read. It's been months. I took a break. If you didn't know, it was just like I did some videos ahead of time, and now, like I started out saying, I'm rusty. So if you enjoyed this video, regardless of my mishaps, be sure to let me know via like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload the minute that I do. If you enjoyed this game and would like to play it for yourself, you can download it via the links in the description and the comment section. I believe that's all I have to say, so I'll see you guys in the next video.